Previously on Persona.
Someone close to me died. Her killer can't be convicted. And now I'm gonna let the same thing happen again? There's no way I can do that! It's just wrong, isn't it?
Oh God, I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to kill him.
But, Yosuke...
Ah, I hate being the good guy.
Nanako-chan came around.
Are you kidding me?
Huh? What did you just say?
Do you have any idea what you just put me through, you stupid little gray-haired, tie-wearing, Cheeto loafer bitch? Hello, I'm Unca Crunk. Welcome back to Persona. And we need to harvest these veggies, which I did not have an opportunity to maintain because of finals and their beet melons. Melon again. It's December 3rd. I may not be able to harvest these for all I know. I'm not sure if it would let me plant them or not. But, yeah, it's snowing. Will Nanako be all right? Then there's what happened in Namatame's hospital ward. Snow that started to fall and the fog that won't disappear. What lies ahead from here on? You feel very tired. You should hurry and get some rest for today. Well, at least I have tomorrow off. Oh. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello again.
It's been quite some time.
I was just here like yesterday. You mean it's been quite some time since you visited me in my sleep? Is that what you mean? It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world.
You know, that's more alarming.
I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
Well, I certainly hope so. Oh, yeah, I can solve it.
Splendid! The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge.
Hey, I was right. This is where Teddy is. Teddy's here somewhere. Dude, keep an eye out for a bear mascot looking thing.
If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey?
Now, are we going to get a montage?
It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret?
Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life? The answers to those things lie within you.
Okay, so I guess it's kind of like a montage.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
Okay, you're reminding me of stuff that happened like 2 hours ago.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Okay, but why did you start with Sayoko?
Right. Together.
What if I hadn't finished that social link? Would you have started with someone else? Or what if you just started with what these kids said literally 2 hours ago?
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
Well, what was that? Did I just see Teddy? Did I just see a Teddy in the window? It seems that the car stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart.
It's blue? No, it's always blue. Okay,
Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Oh, really? You can hear something in the distance. Sound like a doorbell. Oh, it's my doorbell. Seems you've been sleeping until now. You hear the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door. I'll open the door. Yosuke!
Teddy's missing.
Yeah, I know.
I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
Okay, I'm worried.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Absolutely. Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to go look for him. Whatever part of the collective unconscious the Velvet Room is riding through is where Teddy is.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
Of course, that could be a very big place.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
That Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Igor said, but... let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm not entirely certain he had a choice. Or rather, he made a choice, and this is the price.
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case.
I'm saying that somehow or another, what he did something to bring Nanako back from the dead, and that's why he's over there now.
It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location.
Yeah, we need to talk to him before that happens.
We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
A whole lot of some things don't seem right. What specific thing are you talking about, Yosuke?
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed, Miss Yamano the announcer and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, The police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
Yeah, we're misunderstanding something. Okay, he says that he thought he was saving people. What did he think he was saving his lover from? Miss Yamano. What did he think he was saving Miss Yamano from?
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean?
No, Rise, you're thinking of gay or European. It's a song in the in the Clueless musical. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying, Yosuke?
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean?
I mean,
I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
well, that much is obvious, yes.
Could he mean saving them through death?
He only said that he couldn't save 2 people. And now that I think about it, I think he was talking about Miss Yamano and Saki Kanishi.
He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
I mean, Nanako's dungeon was very nice, although very dangerous for people who don't have personas and aren't overleveled like we are.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. There is something else. Something has been feeding him victims.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too."
Oh, Yukiko has a point!
So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too?
I don't know, you look pretty lively to me.
Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
Okay, so he thinks that shoving people into the TV saves them. He doesn't realize that we're running around saving each other, and whatever's behind all of this is using him without letting him know that, he's putting people's lives in danger and that he's killed 2 people so far.
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
Out of the mouths of babes, GA. Did you just call me a babe? I thought you weren't interested in me. It's an idiom. Never mind. Who's an idiom? No, not. Never mind. Carrying on.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right?
Right.
Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
Well, something is feeding him victims through the Midnight Channel. Well, wait, what? The possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Wait, you mean another human on this side started all of this by properly killing the first 2 victims? Or at least the first victim? Okay, I hadn't even thought about that. Could there be something that proves this possibility? Oh crap. Oh shit! The warning letter!
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
He said don't rescue anymore. Rescue. He thinks he's saving people, and,
Let's review them.
yeah. You recall that the first warning letter said, don't rescue anymore. And the second one said, if you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd?
Yeah, it is.
Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like don't rescue or kill?
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Okay.
Hey, could this mean...
Huh. Namatame didn't write it.
Yeah. It's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died.
Sorry, Naoto, I have to interrupt you here. I said that the killer shoved Mr. Okubo, the copycat, into the TV world. That he couldn't enter it himself because he hadn't faced his shadow and developed a persona yet. That he needed someone's assistance to get into the TV world, like Yosuke and Chie did before they got their own personas. So Namatame is not the one who shoved him in. The actual killer is the one who shoved him in. And there, well, wait, hang on. I'm saying actual killer. Have I already accepted that? Shit. Okay, right. Bailing was the first two cases. Yeah, we overheard him mumbling in his sleep last night.
If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did.
So someone else started this. And they've only shoved one other person into the TV, Mr. Okubo.
It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then... it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet.
Oh boy.
We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
You all work together to take another step toward the truth. Oh, Seekers of Truth Ring 2. Okay,
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan. But there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Okay. Oh boy, this is something. Oh, we're on the second floor.
This place is off limits.
Why are we... This hospital only has 2 floors? Above ground?
I'm a consultant with the police.
Yeah, tossing him out of the window probably wouldn't have killed him. Damn. Oh, well, now it's a good thing that we didn't kill him, apparently.
I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list.
She's still on the list?
I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes.
Oh, damn it.
Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
Why don't you go ask him? He doesn't have a radio because he's in hospital care. Just walk down to his room.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Is it Teddy?
Ah, well then, this works out nicely.
I doubt if it's Teddy. It'd be funny if it was, though.
You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san.
That outfit of his is definitely a suspicious object.
A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
Oh, she set this up. It's probably Kanji doing something.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Understood. Please be careful. I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Oh,
Wow!
everyone's here.
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object. So he won't be gone long.
Oh, you put it there.
All right, and now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
Seems that he understands what you're saying. What should you ask him? Who'd you throw in first? Yukiko?
Me?
Okay, yep. If he's telling the truth, then somebody started this. Someone else started this. What should you ask him? Again, is saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed.
Okay.
That's why I put them in there.
Expound. Ow. Did you kill those two girls?
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place.
And because we went in and saved everybody, except for the first two, he thought that what he was doing was working. Damn and blast.
His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
Who killed the first two?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
Crap. Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I kind of thought so. Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
As I thought.
You believe me?
Dude, I've heard stranger stuff, so, yeah, I may as well.
Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things?
Nope.
Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first. But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please. Tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
Yeah, but still, he kidnapped Nanako, and because of his actions, she died, and then Teddy brought her back to life, somehow. So, you'll forgive me if I'm not exactly, you know, throwing a ticker tape parade for this guy.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
Yes.
All right. Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me.
How long ago?
Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi!
Okay, quick question. Is this before or after she died? I mean, before or after she was tossed in the TV? It's important.
When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water.
He's like Narukami. Except he never picked up a persona.
I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead.
Okay, she was already in the TV then.
And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Namatame is casting his eyes downward painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remembered the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead.
The next day, right? That's important. Was it the next day?
The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body.
Okay, so picture was clear.
And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
Oh, okay.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on! Please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was going to be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her.
Wait. This is the first I'm hearing about this. Yamano was originally from Inaba? That means every victim except for Naoto was originally from Inaba, and Naoto might have been originally from Inaba. Her grandfather lives here. Okay.
She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you.
Okay. So, Midnight Channel still feeding him information.
She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it?
Wow, that's a stretch.
The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again.
Oh my god, he's an idiot.
And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calmed down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
Oh dear.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
He's an idiot, GA.
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me.
Well, of course not.
I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
Not even close.
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away.
Dude, if you had just gone into the TV with Yukiko, all of this could have been avoided. Well, probably.
But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own. No, that's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us?
Yeah, he was the one in the green outfit.
Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Juness?
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did.
Can we go back to the 3 that you saved? Because there were 4. Naoto was the 4th.
And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
Does that mean that the original killer tried to take out Naoto?
You really were trying to save people.
No, she said there was a delivery truck. Okay, I guess he just misspoke.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be.
Oh, there's a statement.
I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
It's still unforgivable.
Yes, I agree. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences.
Good.
Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world, you can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
And Yosuke was this close to shoving you back into the TV, and I was even closer to shoving you out that damn window over there, which I notice is still open.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke.
Jokes are funny. This is not funny.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
Oh, shit.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
That's our plan.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first 2 victims into the TV.
Taking another step toward the truth. Oh, here we go again. We're just stacking these things like pancakes.
Now get out of here!
Yeah, we're
I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Well, of course not. He won't be here.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Tomorrow, you'll all be going out to talk to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit? You decided to go home early today and get some rest. Okay, and we will pick this up in the next episode. To the outro! Okay, let's see if I got this right. Something in the collective unconscious creates the Midnight Channel. When? I have no idea. Then it starts posting images of people who have been on TV and that the people of Inaba have started talking about. Rumors about this Midnight Channel start circulating, and Mayumi Yamano, originally from Inaba, starts investigating it. Someone, as yet unidentified, shoves Miss Yamano into a TV. She dies and turns up hanging upside down from a TV aerial. Namatame sees her on the Midnight Channel, apparently the night before she died, so it was probably too late by the time he saw her. Shortly after, he sees Saki Kenichi on the Midnight Channel, and over time, the image becomes clear enough for him to recognize her. He tries to warn her, but she doesn't believe him, and the aforementioned someone tosses her into a TV. Then, he sees Yukiko on the Midnight Channel and decides that tossing her into a TV will save her from the true killer. We go in to save her, and he thinks he's succeeded. So, he keeps going. He gets to every intended victim before the killer does, we save them, and the cycle continues. In the middle of all this, Mr. Okubo kills Mr. Moroka for some damn reason and gets tossed into the TV by the real killer. This time, without the preamble of him appearing on the Midnight Channel. So there are 3 people in Inaba with the same power as Narukami. One of them is a killer, and the other is an idiot. And next time, we're going to run around town talking to as many people as we can to try to fill in the gaps. In the meantime, up here's a playlist of my Danganronpa V3 playthrough, and down here is a video that YouTube recommends. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!